27th of March. Let's take a look. Thursday. This is gold. Yesterday I did say it's Wednesday. You can sell the highs if you want. In the lows you can buy as well. Both things happened. Selling the highs was okay. Highs as in we had levels up here as well, but also the highs previously done were also okay. As you can see, gold is in an uptrend. So I did say yesterday, if you're going to sell it, don't do it with a big lot, because as you can see, the market is still going up, although I am expecting it to come back down here. That can take a while, so we don't know. All right, but yesterday also selling was not a bad idea, I did say, and did say do it with a caution. And the market came down here. Now yesterday I did leave that level there simply because it was still holding, and that was a previous PST level from here and here, so that still worked out fine. And those were the trading hours in the evening. Okay, so market went sideways. So what to do with this today? Now with gold, it's Thursday, we don't have a swing day, so the swing day can be, no, this is not what we want. Okay, so the swing day is not today, it's going to be tomorrow. So what we have to do is see how we go. Okay, so if you still want to sell the highs, you might want to wait for it. Okay, so selling, because swing day is Friday tomorrow, selling next week might be a better idea if we end up high somewhere. So should you buy into Friday? Not a bad idea. Okay, it's doable. Why is that doable? Simply because we've broken above the high of yesterday. The bars have closed up. It's good. What should we do? We should come back to fill a gap at the trading hour to go up. Where can we do that? That zone is this zone. Okay, so the daily, weekly pivot, as you can see, is like coinciding there. And if the market dips down, this is the only gap there is. So that's your manipulation. That's your daily, weekly. If it matches time, it's okay to do so. All right, and that's it. Now another common place where the market buys when we have a breakout is on a goodbye kiss. Okay, but the first swing hour is at 1:30, I think it was. Let me just double check for you. Yeah, 1:30. That's your 1:30 there. Okay, so we got, that's the important hour. So today's, the strong hours for today, I'll tell you now, is going to be today's Thursday. I do have 10 o'clock, but why didn't I put 10 o'clock here? Just make a mental note for 10 o'clock. All right, 10 to 10:15. All right, so which is pretty much here. Okay, 10 to 10:15. This should be a place where we should also keep an eye out for. Okay. Other than that, US hours are good to trade. Okay, I don't think the market will the US hours are good to trade. All right, so you can definitely take a trade in the US session. That's what's going to happen. If it finds direction, okay, if it finds direction, it will go towards that 11:30 even closing. All right, to 11:30 to 12 o'clock. All right, so if we find direction in the US afterwards, that direction change can also come at 7:45, so be mindful for that. But those are the hours. The US hours can give us good hours to trade. Okay, until then we can be a little volatile until 1:30, and that's basically it. All right, so if we do come back down into trading hours into this zone and you want to buy, I'm okay with it. Monday was a swing day. We had the low of the week. That's your Monday. And then Wednesday, okay, which is yesterday, That's your Monday, that's your Wednesday. Okay, market didn't go lower, any lower, which is fine. So if we come back again, you want to push up, I'm okay to do that into Friday. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar, we are at that target. I said we should come into there. Now with the euro dollar, as you know, it was a bit of a week like we had a rare occasion, because we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, and this is your Thursday. So obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, here we are at the end of the week, and it's been a bit of a flow week, but we are right here. Okay, now with that, having said that, let's put this there. Having said that, and this was a target zone here, the market still has room to come down. So if we go back up, we should come back down again. And remember that 51 we already marked in, but this was our first target, the blue dotted line. Whoopsie daisy, that blue dotted line. All right, so maybe pulling up to go back down again is going to be the better option. This should go down. Okay, so we have breakdowns. As you can see, this is breakdown, market closing below. Also breakdown here on the manipulation, market closing below. So a bit of a pullback to sell again is on the card. So what we can do on this one, if you're trading euro dollar, just take the impulse, okay, let it come up, and then we can sell it off. All right, and that's basically 37.5 I like. Okay, so next week if we're up here somewhere, we can sell off again. We need to close that as well, so it's not a bad kind of a setup. If you want to buy today on the intraday, where should you buy up to? That 59 level is, come on, is okay. So 1.0835, 34, 36 you can see there. So 1.0835 is looking like a natural target if the market wants to go back up. 1.0835 is there. All right, so the market can push up into that zone. It's not a bad push up, as you can see. It's a nice impulse there. If it wants to come back, and if you want to go back up with this, you need to do it cautiously. Why? Because the market has room to come down to close gaps. So if you're going to go against the move, do it with a smaller lot size. Okay, and that's basically it. But I'm okay to buy that today if it comes back down. You see there's a bit of gapping here, so that 1.0745, again, if the market comes in here, okay, buying the lows to go back up is okay. All right, if it comes in, fills in gaps, so the opening closing, not a bad spot. If the market dips down, let's say the market is going to come down, yeah, the opening closing zone is fine as well to get back into the game. So if you want to buy low and then cover your trade at the daily pivot. So if you buy here, cover the trade, okay, cover your stop loss as the move goes up, and then you can let the rest ride if you like, and manage the trade as the market goes up. Okay, and that's going to be your zone there. All right, so there's already a nice little breakout, as you can see. So if we kind of like dip down again into the trading hours and you want to go up, it's not a bad idea. SP 500, let's take a look. Now with SP 500, I said you could sell this off because we had a Nasdaq, SP, Dow Jones swing day Wednesday, and that's all good. So the market like boom, pushing down. We can get rid of this. I thought I got rid of that yesterday. Okay, but that's how it is. So we've got Friday last week, then we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday swing day. Okay, because remember we had Monday push up, Friday, Monday push up, Wednesday down. Now we got Thursday, Friday for SP 500. So if you sold yesterday, you should have, which is fine, you should have also locked in some profit right on the PST. Okay, so the market comes back. Now this is a good buy kiss, support zone. Will the market go back up? It certainly can do. Okay, Is there a gap? Let me just double check. Not really. No, this is all covered in. All right, so what to do here? If you're going to day trade it, you're going to have to what you can do, is a bit tricky. Okay, so if you want to, because Thursday is a swing day, so Wednesday was a swing day. I said also in the videos this week, if we go like a snail, like a worm or a snake sideways, it's going to set up for a short. So if you sold yesterday, you would have, come exactly to the target at the right time at the right price. Now, because this is a good whopper downfall, if we go back up, it's going to close gap at 37. Okay, so if you want to come down to go up to sell, you can. If you want to go up, and if you want to sell the high, it's good. All right, you're good to do so. Okay, but this is a pretty sharp fall, so buying in order to go up and then to sell is a bit tricky. If you want to get, some excitement and thrill, maybe you should save it for the weekend for some extracurricular activities rather than this one, because the only other thing on Thursday, what we can do is follow the move. So if we go back up, you can sell back down. Okay, so trading hours, if you're at the 37.5 zone, do it. Dow Jones. Now let's take a look at Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and Bitcoin. With the indices, we should all be going in that direction. And Dow Jones had Monday and Wednesday. So if you traded it nicely, Wednesday you should have followed it through exactly at the trading hours, and it shouldn't have been a problem. If we can just kindly open up. Rightio. So here we are. All right, and that's it there. That should be a trading hour for Wednesday. 425, 455. 455 is on that bar. All right, that's your 455 there, and we had 425. So this was your sell zone here. All right, and the market makes that up and then just boom down, and this must be the 1205 is going to be there on the daily. All right, so this is your 1205 market buying on the daily, heading up and then selling off. Now what? Let's take a look at the daily. All right, so this is a zone we said we should be selling, and if you want to sell, you got to do it with caution. Why? Look where we're at, right on the PST, and remember we said this is breaking out and we've got a target on 50. So 43,000 is still a target. So be careful, indices can go up today. So remember what I just said about SB 500. Okay, so trade safe, you see what I mean? And that's basically it. Alright, so on this one, be mindful. Okay, this is a sell zone, yes. Swing day, if you sold, great, wonderful. But look at the first support, 46, right on the 41,990. Spot on. Okay, and that's basically it. Alright, 46. 42,270, sorry, not 41,990. 42,270. 42,270. Oh, this is just precision. There you go, guys. Spot on. Okay, and that's it. So from here, it's a PST, and it's at a trading hour as well. So PST coming together at a trading hour at 1:30. I think we had. There's your 1:30 there for Thursday, and the 3 a.m. is just around the corner there. Okay, that's to 3 a.m. So market coming nicely in, going into there. So you have to be careful with Dow Jones, all right, because we still got room to go on the weekly. Okay, and that's basically it. Okay, but this was like Wednesday sell-off point. If you want to sell again, I don't blame you. Just do it with caution. Where should you do that? Again, measure yourself at 37.5. Okay, because you don't want to be doing something nuts. Okay, there's a slight gap here, maybe this bar here. Okay, 37.5, this zone here. We'll have to check. Obviously don't do anything if it's not a trading hour, but that's how it is. Because we're against the breakout here on the daily, plus we've got room on the weekly just to touch it a little bit more, the market can still push. So if you want to buy the lows at the trading hours. If you want to sell the highs at the trading hours. That way you'll be able to cover your trades at least. Nasdaq. Now with Nasdaq as well, we've got Wednesday, Thursday. All right. SP 500 we also have Thursday too. So if the market finds a high spot again, should we sell is a question, which we'll have to check it out in a minute. Okay, so this is Nasdaq. Beautiful sell-off right in there. That's a good impulse wave. You want to sell on a pull-up. And that's basically it, you see. All right, nice and easy. 37.5. Yesterday I did say this should go. All right. Now look, same thing here. You see, that's right on the PST 41. It's a target of 19758. 19758 is there. All right. Now yesterday it was slightly higher, wasn't it? This is why I had yesterday here. Slightly higher. So this is the zone. But as you can see, I mean, this is where we are. Has it closed that gap? Looks like. Okay, nice. So the market went up, sold off exactly as we said. Now, if we come back up here to this 20,093, 20,093 is going to be around here, right? This is a place to sell off as well. If the market comes back up again, mind the gap. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin as well. Now with Bitcoin, remember we had Tuesday for a swing day. Let's see. Tuesday was a good day to sell off, actually. It was a good day to buy and sell because it went in both directions. Let's take a look. Okay, so that's your Tuesday. Market sells off. That's your Wednesday. And on your Wednesday, where are your swing hours? Wednesday, we had what? Again. So 3 o'clock. We had 12 o'clock. Here. And then the other one, I think, was there. 2:45, 3 o'clock there, and then we had that there. Okay, so as you can see, market kind of like selling off in this zone. This is a nice hour coming down. Now the 11:45 was there, I think. Yeah, 11:45 is up here. That's the zone again. So do you want to sell it off into next swing day being Friday? Well, look, this is a zone. All right, so this is your sell zone. PST today 59.88.732. So you want to do it, you can. On the weekly, we've got a breakout. Tricky. Okay, whatever you trade with Bitcoin, do it with a smaller lot size. If you want to sell highs at the trading hour, I'm okay to do that. Do it with a smaller lot size because you're against the PST breakout, and that scares me when it happens. So you don't really want to sell against it heavy or go heavy against it. Alternatively, you can just wait. Right? Just wait to see what happens. If it comes back, should you buy? Is a question. And then you can say to yourself, yes, you can buy on that line LCL1, which is 85,960. You can buy at 47, which is 85,000. Okay, those are okay to buy at the trading hour. That's okay to sell at the trading hour, which is 59, which is 88,730. So okay to sell, okay to buy the lows at the trading hour. For intraday trading, I do it with a smaller lot size. Hope that helps. Have a good one.